everyone. So today I'm going to be making a 4-star breakfast in under 4 minutes, and you're only going to need a microwave to cook with, a peeler, and a small knife and cutting board. So let's go ahead and get started. So today we're going to be making a blueberry mug muffin, some scrambled eggs, and some cut apples. And over here you'll see I've prepped everything on a tray, and this is what we call mise en place, or a place for everything. So I prep the recipe first before I start, and so we'll go ahead and get started. First, in a mug, mix together a 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder until thoroughly and completely combined with no streaks of any ingredients remaining. Add a 1/4 cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter melted, and a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, and mix until your batter is smooth. You shouldn't see any lumps at all. If your butter solidifies a little bit, that's okay. Just keep mixing. You just don't want to see anything dry. And then you're going to add a 1/4 cup of blueberries, and you can do any fruit you want actually. It doesn't have to be blueberries. You're going to put it in the microwave for 90 seconds, and then we're going to go ahead and move on and start peeling our apples, starting from the top to the bottom. When you are peeling, watch your fingers. I kind of use the thumb, rotating from the top to the bottom, and this allows me to move the apple. It makes it easier for me to control. Just make sure you're careful regardless what you're doing in peeling, just because it is very sharp. So take your time. And then what I'm going to do is I have water set aside, about 1 cup of water with about a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to cut my apples, tucking my fingers underneath just to make sure that I am watching my digits, and I'm kind of using my fingers as a stand. I'm going to cut them into slices and place them in the salt water to prevent any kind of browning. This allows the apples to get nice and crispy all the way through, and it doesn't oxidize. So after I do my apples, I'm going to work on getting the eggs ready. So I have a bowl that's been buttered with about 3 eggs going in, cracked. I like to use a flat surface to crack my eggs, but you can do whatever you want. 1/4 cup of milk, a couple pinches of salt and some pepper, and a 1/4 cup of cheese, any cheese you want. Whisk together, and then I'm going to go to the microwave and check my muffin, and it should bounce back to tell you it's done. If it needs longer, put it in for another 30 seconds. Shouldn't look raw. Adding a little bit of sugar on there, putting my eggs in, and I'm going to alternate 1 minute. So I'm going to do 1 minute on and then mix, and 1 minute mix. So a total of 3 minutes if you're doing 3 eggs, 1 minute per egg. And it should be nice, light, and fluffy. And I have a little extra cheese that I'm going to add on top. Should be delicious. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and plate this after I'm done. It's going to go in for another minute, and you'll see it'll be nice and set and super fluffy. And so I'm going to plate everything together. I just scooped the muffin out onto the bowl. But thanks for watching, guys.